definitely a windy day today here in DeKalb, Texas, but the speed is not nearly as fast as it was last night. It completely ripped the roof off of this home behind me. Neighbors tell me a couple lives here. They're on their way in from out of town. This is the welcome they'll be receiving.
Like I said, it could have been worse. You know, we could be like the neighbor over there.
James Queen's damage will cost him about $10,000. He's just glad they made it out alive.
All the fence is gone. Had 2 sheds out there and they're all gone.
Well, our storm hit around 9 o'clock last night, and it was a rather long night. It was we were fortunate it veered a little east, so it didn't come straight through town, but it caused quite a bit of damage on the east side of town and in the rural areas surrounding.
Live there now, KTVS3, Sierra Pizarro. Where are the families right now, Sierra?
Yeah, well, John, some were actually taking refuge in a Sportran bus the fire department brought in. It was actually parked just behind me here on my left side. Not anymore. The families have been returned safely back to their homes. Not too long ago, actually. This weather, we're in 30 degrees, the upper 30s. I just checked my cell phone right now. This is the last thing these families want to deal with tonight. Workers have been on this for almost a week now. The only delay so far has been rain, but they've already taken care of the root of this problem. It's in white behind me here, this pipe that's smack in the middle, way down deep in this hole. After digging down 15 feet, the workers found that drainage pipe had become misaligned somehow. They're investigating why, but the pipe started sucking the street down and all the dirt and water with it, which gave way for this hole that's now here. So the pipe is fixed, but the sinkhole will not be shut until at least a couple more weeks. Well, Diamond Jacks is in constant competition with the 7 other casinos that are in the Shreveport-Bossier area, and it's the only one with its own freeway exit. But Diamond Jacks hasn't been the jewel that its name implies. If the owners decide to scrap their current building and move to a new location, that new location they're thinking about moving to would provide zero competition for Diamond Jacks. Well, I was near the trap, but the reason I'm not is because behind this building there are actually a pack of at least 10 wild boar. They are big. I've never seen anything like it before, but the adults look like they stand at around 2 feet high. This is a regular occurrence for the students here at Southern University. For this case, I'm told that they are more afraid of us than we are of them, but that is not true for me. That is why I'm here in front of the building, away from where they are. But let me show you what I'm talking about here via picture. These shots you're looking at right now, taken by Caddo Commissioner Stephen Jackson just a couple of weeks ago, but they're here again tonight. Not sure if it's the same pack or a different one, but this is the kind of live nature show that the students have been getting around here at SUSLA. Here's what Stephen Jackson has to say about it.
There's a huge wild hog population we know in East Texas, and probably what has happened is some of them may be migrating this way, or that population is just increasing, we know, in North Caddo Parish.
Either way, the overpopulation now has catchers pretty busy. There are at least I'm told, 2 traps here at SUSLA's campus. About 50 boar have been caught just this year.
We know that Southern University of Shreveport in the last month alone caught 30 by themselves, and there was another private company that we've been working with that caught about another 20. So that's 50 wild hogs, and we know that they can be very detrimental to the agriculture and to gardens and things like that. So we want to be mindful of that.
So the trap that you just saw in the video there, it's actually in the back of campus right before you get to the student dorms. But Southern University in total has 2 of the traps, again, around campus. They don't know how many more packs are around. Again, I just saw driving around behind this building, there's a field. There are at least 10 of them out tonight right now. I got to tell you, those students do not get anywhere near. They can be aggressive for sure and possibly charge at you. John, back to you.
Yeah, you don't want to corner an animal like that, especially if there might be young'uns around. Yeah, we'll take that advice. Exactly. Sierra Pizarro braving the elements and the wild animals running loose on the campus at SUSLA. Thank you, Sierra. Caddo.
Hey, Jeff. So yeah, First of all, it makes no sense to load a float with an empty belly, right? They got tons of food in their den behind us here, but we are out here right now because the crew of Harambe, they want to represent and make some noise. So go ahead, guys. I'm here with Beverly and Derek. They're both co-chairs of the parade. You've known Trey for 3 years. You were just telling me. What's the game plan for tonight? I know Home Depot, the parking lot off Burt Coons here, is the meeting point for you all. Well, people have warned me that drivers constantly speed through here, run through red lights, and even turn into oncoming traffic. Well, I can tell you I've seen all 3 of those violations. Just earlier this afternoon, a truck was actually coming down off of the Texas Street Bridge, then tried to make a left into the Spring Street here. Spring Street is a one-way. And I'm also told he was covered in bugs. Police say Bell's body was discovered by a man walking home from work.